In this video, we're going to learn how to create a histogram for a data set. So let's first look at what a histogram looks like. Histograms look like bar graphs, but there are no gaps in between the bars. What you'll notice is that on the bottom here, we actually have intervals. So this interval is 20 to 30, and we have two, because it matches up with two data sets that fall within that interval. So what we need to do is we need to figure out how many data points fall within each interval in order to create our histogram. Let's take a look at a data set. So here are the weights in kilograms of 30 different dogs. You'll notice over here we have our intervals. We have 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, and 30 to 35. So what we're going to need to do is to count how many data points fall within that interval, and that's what is going to be the frequency. So let's go ahead and start with our first one, 10 to 15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 data points that fall between 10 to 15. You might be wondering why I didn't include 15. 15 is actually going to be included in this next interval right here. So really 10 to 15 is 10 to 14.9999, keep going. 15 is included in the next interval. So let's go ahead and count the next interval. So we have 15 to 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, since 20 is on our mark, that's going to go into the next interval. So now 20 to 25, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 25 to 30, we have 1, 2, 3. Again, 30 is going to go in the next interval. So in our last interval, 30 to 35, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, a good way to make sure that you counted up all of your data points is to add up all your frequencies together. So we have 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 10 is 22, plus 3 is 25, plus 5 is 30. And we know we have 30 data points because they said we're going to be using 30 dogs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to graph our intervals. So we don't have anything from the 0 to 5 interval. We also don't have anything from the 5 to 10 interval. There were no dogs that had weights in between there. But we do have 5 from the 10 to 15. So from 10 to 15, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a bar that goes up to 5 and goes from 10 to 15. And we can even put a little 5 above it to show that there are 5 data points. So the histogram shows the interval 10 to 15 has 5 data points. Now our next interval, 15 to 20, that one has 7. And what I do is I just kind of continue the line and go up to 7. And then I go across down to 20 because that's what the interval is. Now our next interval is 20 to 25, and that one goes all the way up to 10. So we're going to make it go from 20 to 25 all the way up to 10. This one's 10. From 25 to 30, we only had 3. So I'm going to make it go from 25 to 30, and there's going to be 3 here. And then from 30 to 35, we have 5 again. So you'll notice there are no gaps in my histogram. The interval is the width of the rectangle, and the frequency is the height of the rectangle. For example, the width is from 10 to 15 right here, 10 to 15, and the height That's going to be my frequency, which is 5. The frequency, again, represents how many data points fall within that interval. Thanks for watching.